Amit Sial, welcome to CNN News 18.
Thank you.
Amit, you'll be next seen in Geo Cinema's film Tikdam.
Ji,
It's set in this small hill station and it
ji,
talks about a man who is forced to leave his hometown. And it also features some children.
yeah.
Now, this is what I actually got from the trailer. So,
Hmm.
please tell us more about the film. It's releasing on this Friday on August 23rd.
23rd, yeah, 23rd of August. Brother, the film is essentially about a widower, a father who's living a hand-to-mouth existence in a quaint, lovely, beautiful hill station uh, called Sukhtal in the film. And he has two kids. He's got his parents. He's got this small house. But even despite their hand-to-mouth existence, they are happy people. They're happy with whatever they've got because their happiness lies in the fact that they have each other. To fall back on, and that the turmoil starts when the hotel that the father works in has to shut down because of climate change. And very beautifully the film through the children touches this subject of climate change, and the father has to go to a bigger city in search for work. And तो बच्चे क्या करते हैं बाप को रोकने के लिए, क्या तिकड़म लगाते हैं, that is why the title of the film is what the film is generally all about. And it addresses obviously migration and climate change, and everything is described in a very simple yet depthful manner, and in a very entertaining fashion.
Like you said, the film features many kids. So, then what is the most demanding part when you are acting with children?
I had already worked with children in a few ads a long time back in my days, and I knew how easy or difficult it is to work with children, and it also depends on how young the child is. Like I have to work with 4 years, 5 years old also. These kids were a little bigger than that, a little older than that, and so I generally, and I love working with kids. I love kids any which way. So and when you interact with kids like and treat them like adults, no, so then if you form a nice relationship with them, you're friends with them, then it's absolutely fine, everything with them. And about these kids, they actually became my kids only, brother, because we lived in that place, that village that we've shown in the film. Its actual name is Khurpakal. It's like 15-20 minutes away from Nainital. And we lived there for 35 days, all of us together. And eventually we just became too close with each other, just like family. And तो आप फिल्म देखोगे तो आपको ऐसे ही लगेगा कि मेरे ही बच्चे हैं वो, और क्योंकि मुझे जनरली वो मेरे बच्चे लग रहे थे। और बहुत आसान था यार मेरे लिए तो उनके साथ काम करना। अभी डायरेक्टर को कितनी प्रॉब्लम है वो मुझे नहीं पता, बट आई थिंक मोर और लेस they had their own personalities, but they were very very good kids, very professional. uh, मैं आपको बड़ी आसानी से भी बता सकता हूँ कि पूरी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि मतलब उन्होंने जो काम किया है फिल्म में वो इतना प्रोफेशनल और इतना सधा हुआ काम है कि ऐसा बिल्कुल भी आपको नहीं लगेगा कि हम मेरे जैसे और बाकी एक्सपीरियंस एक्टर्स से कुछ कम किया हमने काम, so it was an amazing experience. No problems at all I had with them ever that I can think of.
I have to ask you, you of course have played many memorable characters. Do you like all the characters that you have portrayed in your film journey? Many people hated your character in the film Qala. You play the role of Sumant Kumar, who was a music director, and a lot of people also hated you for what you did towards the end of the film.
Yeah. No, see, the thing is that uh, I I had read this somewhere that Mr. Robert De Niro was, playing a character in a certain film, which I can't recollect right now, where he was playing a part, and he was essentially a bad man, in the film. And he would pass around, walk around the set and would overhear people talking how bad the character is and how ridiculous the character is and this and that. So De Niro had to go and remind them that listen, I am trying to love my character. You know, I'm trying to love this person. You guys cannot and should not discuss otherwise about it on the set because I'm in the process of that. Similarly, it is commonsensical that if you're trying to portray a character, you cannot allow yourself as an actor, as a performer, to think otherwise of the character. You know, he might be bad or villainous for the audiences. That's a different story. But I have to be that person. You know, and अपने आप को कौन खराब बोलता है यार? तो मैं कभी भी उस तरीके से अप्रोच ही नहीं करता हूँ कैरेक्टर को। मैं वो आदमी हूँ, मैं ही बेस्ट आदमी हूँ। वो तुम लोगों के लिए, आप लोगों के लिए, ऑडियंसेस के लिए, वहां पे प्रेजेंट क्रू के लिए खराब हो सकता है, मैं अपने आप को कैसे खराब बोल सकता हूँ? यू नो।
But the other character that I like of yours is your character from the series Simple Murder.
या
It was a dark comedy.
या
Are you a fan of dark comedies? And plus the obvious question: is there a part two of Simple Murder in the pipeline?
Yeah, I wish so. I wish so. It is funny that you mention it because nobody actually mentions it. That particular show, it is one of my favorite shows, and I really enjoyed doing it. Very fond of the director also, Sachin. And I really wish so, यार. I think उस तरीके का काम ना बहुत कम आता है हमारे देश में ना बाहर, और वो एक बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत थी। अब पता नहीं डायरेक्टर प्रोड्यूसर क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो तो वही बताएंगे। बट आई रियली विश कि उसका या वैसा कुछ काम मुझे मिले। यू नो, मुझे मेरा आई रियली लाइक डूइंग कॉमेडी। डार्क कॉमेडी इज आल्सो गुड। I would like to actually, exploit all genres. That is why I'm so kicked about this film, Tikdam. Because बहुत समय से मैं ये जो इंटेंसिटी है अपनी रोल्स में वो तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा था, और ये एकदम सही टाइम पे आई मेरे पास, तो आई completely jumped at it, and that is why I'm very excited about it. Maybe it will open more doors for me as an actor.
Now, you also have written a film in the starting of your career,
Co-written.
co-written a film.
You're talking about Charlie's film, right?
Yes, you of course
Right.
co-written a film. As an actor performer, how much, according to you, actors should be or are allowed to improvise on the sets, especially with the dialogues?
I think it completely depends on the director of the film. I've always believed that yes, you should be allowed to express yourself to the director. You should be able to discuss what is coming to your mind about the character. Maybe be it with lines or the way you want to approach the character. But final decision should always be the director's, because it is actually his or her vision, uh, rather than anything otherwise. So I am completely a director's actor. और but there are, जैसे कि महारानी में I am a very spontaneous and improvisational actor. But Maharani mein, I completely got the point of Mr. Subhash Kapoor and the director of the show, that there is no scope of changing the lines or improvising the lines in this, because Maharani, वो अगर आप ध्यान से सुनोगे, जैसे लोग बात कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि बातों में गाना गा रहे हैं, वो एक बैलेड जैसा कुछ हो रहा है उसमें ना, छंद में बात कर रहे हैं, और हर बात का एक हर वर्ड का एक मतलब है, एक महत्व है उसके अंदर। वो जिस तरीके से जिस लय में वो बात लिखी गई है, वो उसी लय में ही अच्छी लगे। तो मैंने महारानी में बिल्कुल भी इम्प्रोव नहीं किया, बट मैं बाकी चीजों में बहुत इम्प्रोव करता हूँ। डायरेक्टर अलाउ करता है तो करता हूँ, और डायरेक्टर नहीं करता है तो फिर जैसे डायरेक्टर बोलता है वैसे करता
I was actually going to ask later in the interview that talking about Subhash Kapoor, Subhash ji is this champion of dark humor today,
हूँ।
today we have in Bollywood. You of course you first worked with him in Fas Gaya Re O Mama, and now, like you said, you're working with him in Maharani series. Then how much freedom Subhash ji gives you on the sets to experiment with your character? Does he allow you?
he gives a lot of freedom, but that freedom should be, inside the framework of his vision, you know and which is completely absolutely right. And the way and the knowledge that he has about his vision, it is impossible for one single person or an actor to have it, and that is why he's the captain of the ship, and one must adhere to it.
So then, I mean, as a performer, what is your turnaround time? Like, how quick can you be ready to do a shot?
Ready to do a show.
Like to
I
shoot.
have I have done parallel things at one point in time, which is very tiring. Actually, I don't want to attempt at that again. And I think ideally, a person should, after finishing one work, they should ideally, just relax and get it out of your system. Give yourself like 4 or 5 weeks to at least to get out of it. But then having said that, it's impossible to get everything out. वो कुछ तो दरवाजे खुल जाते हैं अंदर, वो कभी खुले ही रहते हैं, वो बंद नहीं होते कभी, with previous work. So but to just let go of the previous attempt, 5-6 हफ्ते तो टाइम छुट्टी ले लेनी चाहिए यार.
But has that happened when you find yourself unprepared on the sets? Has that ever
Yeah,
happened?
yeah. I in fact, Maharani का ही मैंने जो आपको बताया, the first day I was giving a scene, it was a very difficult scene to do. तो मैंने सोचा कि यार मैं इम्प्रोव करके निकल जाऊंगा, इसमें से कर लूंगा, ऐसे कुछ नहीं. बट I got stuck because I was not prepared for it. And उस दिन तो कैसे तैसे करके किया. फिर समझ में आ गया तो उस शाम को शूट के बाद कि इसमें बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी यार, ऐसे नहीं होगा ये.
You know, you have impressed everyone with your role in Love Six Dhoka for the first time. And then you followed it up with several characters like from Mirzapur, Jamtara, Kathmandu Connection, Inside Edge, Maharani, and Qala, to name a few. Do you now feel that you belong here and you're not an outsider anymore?
Yeah, I think you can say that. Yeah, I definitely do not. I never actually thought like this. That I'm an outsider or now I sense of. But yeah, you're right. I mean, now that you've asked me, there is much more sense of belonging in the industry, in the city. क्योंकि यार वो आप बाहर से आते हो ना, वो अपना बैगेज लेके आते हो, तो पहले तो शहर में ही सेटलमेंट होने में लग जाते हैं 2 साल 3 साल, कि अपना बनाने में शहर को, फिर शहर को भी अपना बनाने में आपको टाइम लग जाता है. प्लस it's not an easy city to live in, but once you settle in, then it's very beautiful, the city, with all its chaos, but yet it's amazing, Mumbai city. And एक अपना एक हसलिंग चल रही होती है फिल्म वर्ल्ड में भी काम मिलने के लिए. तो या आई कैन से दैट नाउ आई फील मच मोर belonging to the city as well as the industry.
You know, you've been part of many series. Like I said, you played so many characters in the past. What kind of roles generally that are offered to you? And is refusing work or saying no to a film or series, is that the hardest thing to refuse work?
Refusing to a person per se, because you have to tell the person approaching you no or yes about a certain project. It's very it's a very it's a very sensitive place to come from, to say no to anybody. क्योंकि किसी को बुरा लग जाए या मतलब उनको गलत ना लग जाए कि मैं उनके साथ काम नहीं करना चाहता हूँ, तो वो फिर क्लैरिफाई करना पड़ता है कि मैं इस तरीके का काम नहीं करना चाहता हूँ, और मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ, मैं अपने लिए ये देख रहा हूँ, वो सोच रहा हूँ. तो वो ना तो बोलना ही पड़ता है सर, वो तो बिना बोले तो काम चलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि अगर मैं ना नहीं बोल रहा होता तो ये जो एक ओपनिंग आई मेरे पास तिकड़म की, वो कभी भी नहीं आ पाती, क्योंकि मैं इतना बिजी होता वही काम करते करते कि ये एक्सप्लोर करने का मौका ही नहीं मिलता मुझे फिर. तो आई थिंक ना बोलना बहुत जरूरी है.
Sure. And finally, what do you think the audience will take away when Tikdam will be premiered on Geo Cinema on August 23rd? What will they take away after watching Tikdam?
They're going to feel uh, filled with love for their loved ones, and revisit their emotional love for the loved ones after watching the film for sure. And I mean, I can guarantee that. and it's a beautiful film where it is so relatable to any family that will watch it together. And अगर हो सके तो audiences बहुत बड़ी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा मैं अपनी तरफ से हाथ जोड़ के कि आप अपने परिवार के साथ देखिए बैठ के इसको, क्योंकि वो भी अपने आप में एक्सपीरियंस है जो आजकल हम लोग नहीं लुत्फ उठा पा रहे हैं जिसका, क्योंकि हर चीज आप परिवार के साथ बैठ के नहीं देख सकते। तो बहुत समय के बाद ऐसी फिल्म आई जो आप परिवार के साथ बैठ के देख सकते हैं और experience the love for each other while watching the film, and and please enjoy the film. Let us know how you thought about the film. It is very important for us कि आप जो भी आपको एवेन्यू मिले उसमें प्लीज तिकड़म देख के आपको कैसा लगा हमें जरूर बताएं। 23 अगस्त जियो सिनेमा प्रीमियम पे।
Well, here's wishing you all the best for Tikdam and all your future projects. Thank you so much and all the best.
थैंक यू।